Is there a sight dark? You know when it's dark, it's kind of dark.
Right.
Is there sight dark?
Like being able to see in the dark, like
Yeah.
night vision.
Yeah.
Night vision goggles.
Mhm.
That's our new band name. We're no longer Sight After Dark. We're now Night Vision Goggles. And our logo is just a pair of glasses.
That would be so good. Binoculars.
And we only play shows after midnight.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
If the sunlight is out, we're basically vampires. If the sunlight is out, then you won't catch us.
Exactly. That's.
Especially if you have garlic.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Why is garlic a thing for vampires?
I don't know.
Have we talked about this before?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
Let's
think
go
so.
back into it. This is very. You guys want to hear about this, right? So because I get the cross, like they say, like a cross and garlic is like how you chase a vampire,
Mhm.
and I get the cross if it's like a religious thing.
Yeah.
If the vampire is like the devil or some shit, they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, Jesus has compelled me."
Mhm.
But the garlic, it's like, is it just like really strong? Like,
Yeah, maybe they
pungent?
just don't like the smell, like how bugs or mosquitoes don't like citrus. You know.
They don't.
Yeah, mosquitoes don't like citrus. What's crazy is like the mosquitoes bite you and suck your blood.
Uh-huh.
So the citrus should deter the vampires, not the garlic. The garlic should make them want to eat you because you're like flavored now, right? You're like a flavored meat. I love meat with garlic.
Maybe they just don't like garlic. Maybe
Yeah.
they're just allergic to garlic,
Wrong
and we're
seasoning.
really thinking about it way too hard.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like some people, if they like touch peanut butter, they'll like fucking die.
Yeah, maybe it's an allergic reaction or something like that. Because if you like wore oregano with onion, they'd be like, mmm.
I'm only allergic to garlic and Jesus.
Exactly.
That's the secret. So welcome back to Music Maniacs with Sight After Dark. We're writing songs about vampires and garlic now,
Mhm.
and we're only going to play them at night because if we play them during the daytime, I think we'll burst into flames.
Who are your favorite vampire bands? Vampire
Weekend. Who is name one other vampire band?
I know people have dressed like vampires. We got Ozzy, right?
Well, Ozzy is actually a vampire, though. Right? Let's talk about their last concert.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I did not.
I didn't see any of it. I just saw him in the chair singing.
Hmm.
And it kind of made me sad, but it's kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah,
Because it's like, he's clearly, first of all, I don't know how Ozzy is still with us. I love the guy, but like, he's clearly been going through it for a long time.
a long time.
He's put his body through a lot.
I
And
agree.
his brain through a lot. I mean, I remember back when the TV show was out being like, I have no idea what this guy is saying.
Yeah,
Like, he kind of sounded like he had like a stroke or something.
yeah, he needed subtitles, but then he got clearer. So I was wondering if that was an act to just get all the viewers in, because after a couple of seasons, we could understand him perfectly.
So you think it was kind of like an act as far like, okay, well, if I slur my words, then it's gonna make people like listen more.
Yeah,
Like,
get
what
the
is he
viewers in.
saying?
Yeah, why is he talking like that? Let's see if we can interpret what he's saying. It's like watching Boomhauer from King of the Hill or something
Oh my
like
god,
that.
I've been watching so much King of the Hill lately.
I can understand Boomhauer.
Boomhauer, first of all, okay, let's talk about King of the Hill because this is a music podcast. The thing that's funny, I saw a quote on this was a YouTube comment. They said Hank is the most mature, but Boomhauer is the most wise. And I'm like, they're actually right.
He does say some things. He does say some informative things.
You know what's funny is like I mean I'm not from Texas, I'm from Florida, but I do know people that kind of talk like that. But I know what they're saying.
No, I mean,
Gotta man, them get them fly trap, you know what I mean, and then get that swatter. It's I don't even know anymore, man. You get some vinegar and mix it with some sugar, and then you don't have no ants no more, man.
that's insane. I went to Jamaica one summer for a dance program, and we were there for like a month in Kingston. And there was a girl from Florida there. She was like my best friend because we were the only Americans. Everybody else was Caribbean.
Yeah.
So she was like, I can understand Caribbean patois better than I can understand Florida drawl. She's like, what is that about? I was like, that's hilarious.
I mean, depending on the people you meet and the level of the draw and the level of alcohol in their system at the time, it can be really difficult.
Yeah.
Sometimes I definitely have people said something to me and I'm like, can you try that again? Because I don't know what the fuck you just said. And I only imagine it's worse in like Alabama or like Mississippi or something.
I think so too. Let's talk about like down south music. Like I was listening, of course, to my old playlist last night, and "The Breeze" by Skinner came on, and I love that song because I'm like I think of it as like a Florida swing. I call it kind of like a Texas swing in a way.
Interesting.
I'm like, is that a thing
That
though?
Jacksonville swing.
And it because it's not just swing, it does have a very down south, I don't know, Gatorland quality to it. So I'm just wondering, like, is that the sound compared to like maybe like an Alabama swing or something like that? Or
I don't know. I feel like that's just a matter of just America, like all the different cultures that are happening. Because it's
Mhm.
like the swing and shit. I mean, I don't know where swing started. I just assume that it kind of started in New York.
Yeah, I
Or
don't know. I
like
want to say Chicago or something.
Chicago, yeah,
Somewhere.
some northern city, right?
Yeah.
But it became a part of America, like
Mhm.
American culture. So it's like them growing up in the South, they knew of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let's do a swing song, but it's not going to sound like that because
No.
that's not where they're from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
like, oh, let's just do our version of this, and it's like, oh, this is Southern swing.
It's so crazy,
Wouldn't it?
right? Yeah, yeah, it has to
Swang.
be. Yeah, because there's something about the sound of it that sounds kind of like murky. You know, it sounds southern, and
Like a
if you,
swamp.
yeah, like a swang as opposed to a swing. You know, because if you think of swing music from the north, it's so clear. Like you can really, I can hear the treble now in my ears from the horns and stuff in
Right.
like an up north swing
Mhm.
compared to like how I'm hearing the breeze in one side of my head right now. I'm comparing both in my brain, and I'm like, one does sound north and one does sound south. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I think it's like one of those things. Like I don't think they were trying to do it. I just think it's like that's how their brains are,
Mhm.
and then you filter this through their brains, and that's how it sounds like.
I think so too. Can we think of songs that actually sound like where they come from? And I pull up these topics only because I have like one person in the chamber, right? So I'm gonna pull out like a Carole King, right?
Oh,
Her
okay.
music sounds like New York music,
Yeah.
really does.
Well, are we just talking about like pop music, or are we talking? Because I think Mobb Deep sounds like New York.
Yeah, we can bring out any types of music.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
yeah.
we're here talking about
It definitely like Pimp C sounds like Texas.
Yes, I think
You know
so
what I
too.
mean? Like
Mhm.
that's okay. Yeah, this guy's from Texas.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to know anything about him.
Let's see. These guys out in LA. I'm gonna say like Snoop the rappers, but I'm also gonna say George Clinton. His style of funk, music, let's say compared to Rick James, who's from upstate New York.
Right.
Right. His sound is a little George Clinton sound is a little bit, dare I say, laid back.
Laid back.
With his mind on his money and his money on his mind. But his sound definitely sounds a little slower, not pulled down slower, but it's got a slower kind of cruising vibe to it
That's true.
compared to
More
Rick
of a
James.
driving in a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Top down, son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of time in between beats and stuff, and I feel like Rick's funk is a little more up tempo, right? Boom, boom. It's got a little bustling
You know
kind
what
of
I think
sound
the
to it.
biggest difference is that like in all of these things that we're talking about, how much sun is there
Interesting.
where you live? Because like if you live in New York, I mean there's sunny days obviously, but it's kind of like a gloomier place.
I'm gonna quote Glenn Fry, and he says, you know, over back east, there's kind of like a gray sheet that
Yeah.
sits on top of the
No,
country.
but actually,
yeah.
yeah. Like, so it makes sense that if you're talking about like specifically like New York versus LA, like LA would sound more laid back.
Yeah.
It would sound like you're in the sun at the beach,
Yeah.
or at least just outside.
Yeah.
Where in New York, half of the year you're not outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. In the Midwest, it can be very cold, but I feel like their sound is kind of like a jam together of the West and the East. Like if I think of Prince's sound of music,
That also makes sense.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like we mashed both of them together where it's like it's kind of wild and spacious, but at the same time it's pretty up tempo at the
Right.
same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I mean, it's just crazy how big America is sometimes. You kind of forget.
Hmm.
It's like America is bigger than like all of Europe, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. When I was looking at Texas when we moved down there, it said that Texas can be the 40th largest country on the planet.
And at one point, it probably it was.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Away, away, Away down south in Dixie. I just had to do it because I thought of Bugs Bunny.
Where did Dixie come from?
I don't know.
Like, what does that mean? 'Cause now
Dixieland.
I think of Dixie cups,
Dixie cups.
but I know that's not where it started.
Yes, and people from down south, please let us know. Are Dixie cups better quality down south than they are up north? I'd like to know these things.
Yes.
All these little things. Like, is Hawaiian punch better in Hawaii?
This is the thing. The Dixie cups up here,
Uh-huh.
they're actually poison because they want the South to rise again. So if you
total
live
sense.
north of the Mason-Dixon line, do not drink from a Dixie cup.
Mm-mm.
It's infiltration.
Exactly.
They're never going to give up.
Does Mountain Dew taste better in the mountains?
Wow.
People in Tennessee, let me know.
I bet it tastes better in Colorado.
Yeah, right? Because of the dew. The dew, the consistency of the dew.
Because
is a
it's
little
not
bit-
just about the mountain.
Mhm.
It's also about...
The dew.
Because if you have one without the other, it's like, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Mountain Dew tastes best if you're like skiing down a mountain.
Probably very refreshing.
Do you think things taste better the faster you're going?
Oh my god.
Because like, you know how on planes they say, you know how people like cry a lot in like movies and planes and stuff?
Mhm.
It's because they say like since you're going so fast, your body is already in like a heightened state.
Yeah.
So when you see like an emotional movie or something, you're just like crying. Like, wait, you're like, why am I crying at this? Because your body is already just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I'm wondering, like, would that have a similar effect on your like your taste buds and stuff?
I don't know. Definitely not for hot foods. They definitely don't taste better going down faster.
I was gonna say actually, not. I think my theory is falling apart as I say it because airline food does not taste great ever.
No. I just want peanuts and something carbonated
Pretzels,
on the plane.
Coca-Cola.
But I do understand that heightened state of the body and you and your brain having to calm down your body.
It's the same thing with driving. That's why road rage is a thing.
Yeah.
Because you're so heightened because your body is like, "Why? I'm moving 75 miles an hour. This is not natural."
Yeah.
Like, there's no way before motors that you would ever be going that fast. Like,
Yeah.
even a horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's certain things I can understand why children cry, for certain things like, being constrained in a car.
Because they're stupid.
Having to be in a plane. Like when I'm in a plane for more than 3 hours, I feel like, Jack Black in Tropic Thunder when he was like, "Oh fuck this movie! I can't believe I have to do this movie." Like that's who
I need my
am.
jelly beans.
In my head. I'm like, "Fuck this plane! I can't believe I have to be in this plane." Miss, would you like something? No, thank you. I'm all right. Like,
Can I tell you what someone said to my mom once when I was on a plane with her when I was a child?
what?
I was crying like the entire time when I was like a baby. My mom gets off the plane and this lady that was on the flight comes up next to her and was like, "Thank you for reminding me why I don't have children."
Why do people?
And I
do
was
that?
like, "Wow." She tells me that story once every like year or so, and I'm like, I can't believe someone had the nerve to say that to you.
actually say it. I see people comment on that in the comments in social media posts and stuff.
But it's different saying it out in the wild.
Yeah,
and
to
this
somebody.
is before like, well, I was born in '94. I guess the internet was around, but it wasn't like everywhere.
Right.
You
It
know
was
what
a
I
huge
mean?
thing. Hmm. We had it.
Isn't that a crazy thing to say to someone though?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that to someone's face, but I mean, back in the day, you kind of could, and people just took it with a grain of salt, and that was it. I mean, I never would say that to somebody's face, but I could see it being said, and I mean, coming from like a Caribbean background, I can expect things like that to be said to me. Well, girl, this is why I don't have children, girl. Yeah, they'll say it like that and laugh in your face.
I mean, it is kind of funny,
Mhm.
objectively. Like, if it didn't happen to me, I would think it was really funny. But it did happen to me, so I think that lady sucks.
Aw, well, I was a very crying baby. Like babysitters did not want to watch me. I was
It's because
very
you were
attached.
trying to sing,
There
but
you
you
go.
didn't know how to do it yet. You don't know about the diaphragm when you're a baby.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
My mom said one time they went to the movies, her and my dad, and I was being babysat. My mom said I cried from the time they walked out the door till the time they came in, and the baby was like,
That's really sad.
yeah, babysitter was like, Sifa. Mm-mm. She was like, Nafisa, my
Never
brother.
again.
Exactly. My sister, my brother, no problem. But me, they would never ever watch me again. And I was just like that. I cried so much as a kid that my belly button used to stick out. That's what they said. But I think that's just your belly
I
button
feel like
just
that's an
stuck out.
urban myth.
Yeah,
that's like an
exactly.
urban legend.
They're
yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
because you cried so much. I'm like, you're just going to keep reminding me that. I'm 6 now.
It's like, your eyes don't work because you don't eat carrots. It's like, what? I don't think that's true. I'm going to go with no on that.
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's
Maybe all that
hilarious.
shit is actually real, though.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah. I was gonna say something stupid like, what lead singers do you think cried the most as babies?
Steven Tyler.
I was gonna say Stevie Nicks. That's so funny. We're both on a Stevie vibe.
I honestly could see Stevie Nicks just like not even crying, just like staring strangely.
Oh my gosh. I'm
You
gonna
know
pull
what
up
I
these
mean?
people's baby pictures.
No, I don't want to.
I actually pulled up Lucille Ball's baby picture the other day. She's not a singer.
They had cameras then? Just kidding.
She was in the 20s.
Wait, when was she born?
She was born in the 20s.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or the late teens. Yeah. In Jamestown, New York. Go New York. I don't know. I've never been to Jamestown. I can't really say.
Who was James?
Exactly.
Was that a king of England or something?
I'm going to say what was our president named? James Vanderbilt?
Monroe?
James Monroe. Okay.
There was no Vanderbilt president, I think.
No. Just some important Vanderbilt.
Just Anderson Cooper.
Oh, yeah. It was Gloria Vanderbilt.
That blew my mind when I first heard about that. I had no idea. I'm like, wait, so you come from a billionaire family, dude? Like, why are you even here? What are you doing? Just go fucking vacation your whole life.
Well, the thing with Anderson is the way they sold him to us was not fair. Because he used to come on this show that used to come on ABC. It would come on after all the late night talk shows had ended. Everything late night had ended. And somewhere between the early morning news and the late night shows, they would have this talk show / news segment or show. And it would be all young people like Anderson. I mean, at that point, it was like the early 2000s. So he was fairly young. Maybe he was in his late 30s or something like
Yeah.
that. So you call it young and upcoming. So it'd be him, all guys like him. It was this black guy too, Dr. Ian. He was always on NBC with medical segments and stuff like that. So they were all being sold to us as these like young, new, hip people coming out, people that we should trust and follow and stuff like that. And like Anderson's a total plant. Like,
well, the thing is, when somebody says, "Hey, this is someone you should trust," I immediately don't trust them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why do you have to tell me that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just be actually trustworthy, and then I'll realize that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's really weird. There was an old commercial for his mom's jeans, and it always used to scare the shit out of me. It would be like a swan in a lake, and they somehow were saying like the jeans will help you take flight or something like that. So it was like cross videoing between the swan getting ready to use its wings and the person wearing the jeans getting ready to get up off the chair. And it would just like both happen like at the same time. Like the person finally stands up and the swan like takes flight.
And the flight is supposed to be because of the jeans.
Yeah.
I feel like if I put on a pair of jeans and then I started flying, I would be really terrified.
Yeah, because jeans are so constricting. Like, who can fly in jeans? That would be the last pair of pants I would put on to take flight. I would wear
What would the first choice be?
yoga pants, leggings. Totally.
Yeah. What if it's hot?
Still lighter.
Yeah.
Maybe some sheer. I mean, that's what I mean. Or I would wear what Wonder Woman wears. You know, I mean, just some boots and a like
Bathing suit, basically.
suit. Yeah, exactly. That's what all the superheroes wear to fly.
Have you seen the new Superman?
I have not.
Me neither.
You think it's gonna be good?
I don't know.
It may be good. I'm not a huge Superman fan like that. Like, I like Superman, but I feel like outside of the comic and outside of Christopher Reeve, they can't really do him that well. They try their best and they try to like keep it consistent. I thought Henry Cavill was a good one too, pretty good one. But I wasn't even a huge Christopher Reeve fan. Like, and I think I've said that before on one of our private podcasts, Patreon podcasts. And I was like, he wasn't even my guy. Like, he's very good looking.
I don't even like this guy.
But usually when I was little, I would be like, I love this band because I love that guy. Or I love this show because I love that guy, you know? But
he was just there.
He was just like kind of there. But years later, as an adult, there is no Superman but Christopher Reeve. In my opinion, he like embodies the superhero.
Who is Batman to you?
Batman, the Christian Bale was a really, really good
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah.
He's like the best Batman. Michael Keaton was crazy, and I was a kid, so I loved those first two Batman that he was in. But Christian Bale is the best Batman to me.
Okay, cool. We're on the same page
He's
here.
very Dark Knight. Outside of Christian Bale being the Dark Knight, it's Kevin Conroy as Batman's voice in Batman the Animated Series. Like,
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Yeah.
Those are the best Batmans.
Did you ever watch the movie Empire of the Sun?
Yeah.
I just watched it for the first time on the plane coming back from Greece. I did not know that Christian Bale has been around that long. I was like, we started watching it because it was the best on the in-flight like options, and I was like, is that Christian Bale? Like, what the
Sure
fuck?
is.
That movie was crazy, by the way, too.
That movie is crazy. I haven't seen it since I've been really little. Like, it's not a secret. My uncle used to rent movies all the time when we used to
Yeah.
go, and I saw that movie when I was like 5, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since. So I didn't know it was Christian Bale in the movie until I got older.
Right.
But I did know he was around for a while because I saw him in Newsies as a teen
What's
in the
that?
early '90s. It's a Disney musical about the young boys that were newspaper deliverers back in
Extra.
Yes, those kids with the suspenders and all that stuff in the late 1800s. I don't think Brooklyn was even a city yet at that point. Part of New York City. I think it was its own city at that point. Yeah, so they showed shots like that were really interesting. You get to pass by the Hudson River and the East River and stuff when you're driving up and down, and you see those little wooden stumps on the outside. Well, kids used to actually stand on those and jump into the river and go swimming all the time. Like, it was not a problem. Imagine doing that now. First of all,
I
it's filthy.
just 2 days ago watched the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer's swimming in the East River. And it's funny because I remember watching that episode like before I moved here and thinking it was funny.
Mhm.
And then now I live here and I'm like, that is the most insane thing I've ever seen. He's like, yeah, I've just been doing laps from the Queensboro to the Brooklyn Bridge. And I'm like, bro.
No, you haven't.
He's like, was there anyone else out there? They were there. They were moving.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that's a dead body, my friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's
Mhm.
really funny.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Right?
seeing people swim in that water?
Yeah, I can imagine the desire too if I were in the times. I can definitely imagine the desire.
Back in the day.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Be
not
let's just-
1998.
No, for sure. 1898, more like, and be like, yeah, let's just go by the water. Let's just hop in there. I've definitely thought that I would think that way. Upstate in Nyack, you can be right by the rocks, by the water. I'm sure you can do that in Tampa too. You can be right
Yeah.
by the rocks and water, and you possibly could jump in. You might get arrested, but the desire to jump in is there.
Do you think that you could swim across the East River?
Man, I wouldn't want to, but if my life depended on it, yes.
Yes,
I'm
right?
definitely doing it.
Not the Hudson, though. I don't think I would be able to make it. I think it would carry me away.
Yeah, I just see the waves right now in the Hudson, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's possible.
It's a big river.
Yeah.
It's a strong river.
Yes.
Strong river.
Yeah, and certain winter days, there's a Tappan Zee Bridge that connects Rockland County, a suburb of New York, to Westchester County, another suburb of New York. And sometimes the Hudson River like floods, and you can't even use the bridge because the water
wow.
comes up so much. So, yeah, I couldn't imagine swimming that
Fuck that.
because it's like it's basically Canada.
Yeah. Well, who cares about Canada anyway?
So I just imagine everything getting bigger in Canada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our forests here in New York, like, it's hard to get lost. I mean, everything
Yeah.
is so developed. Like, you're crazy if you got lost in a forest in New York. Like, how? But in
What
Canada,
about the Pine Barrens in New Jersey? What if you're trying to look for a Russian guy that killed 16 Chechen rebels?
this place looked like shit. But
I heard he was an interior decorator.
I heard he was an interior decorator too. Then it's a problem. If you're trying to get right out of the Pine Barrens, you're going to get out. But if you're looking for a Russian overnight,
You'll never get out.
you'll never get out. You're making
You have to survive off ketchup packets.
Mm-hmm.
What else was I gonna say? I'm fucking dead today.
You told me. I walked in and Dan was like nailed to his couch.
Yeah, no, but let me explain why. Because it is, I think, a fun story. It is kind of music related.
Oh.
So I told you guys I'm going to Burning Man, and it's all about you have to be on your bike the whole time. So I was like, I need to train myself to be able to ride around with my guitar on my back, and then also my backpack on top of the guitar. because I had like both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to make sure that I can ride a bike and not just be like totally bogged down and fall. So I was literally just riding my bike like all day. Not my bike, a city bike, like all day yesterday with just like tons and tons of equipment on my back just to see like if I could do it.
Yeah.
Also, I might have been under the influence at the time. Possibly, but you didn't hear that from me.
Oh man. How
but
was it? Yeah.
I was able to do it.
Good. On the city bike, you know, we were talking about city bikes and how I'd never been on one. You had never been on one, but
Yeah.
I saw a video where somebody was riding one and they were hitting like every single bump and it was like torture. So what was it like on a city bike?
I had a great time.
Well, that's good.
It was like, maybe it was just where we were. We were on Roosevelt Island.
Okay. All right. So you probably had the good bikes.
It was decent bikes. But no, like the pavement was like very smooth.
Yeah, I like Roosevelt.
Like I feel like I could have just biked laps around that island all day.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. But I could have.
I do like it there. I used to work with a producer over there, Joel Dean. He was from Canada. That's crazy.
Joel Dean.
Mm-hmm. Used to call him.
That's a nice name.
Jay Diesel. That was his.
Jay Diesel.
Yeah, and he definitely wasn't thugged out or anything like that, so it made it better. He was kind of like calm and really chill,
Yeah.
but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Shout out to Jay Diesel.
You should have called him Angry Joel.
How'd you get over there? Did you take the tram, the air train over there, or did you take the F train?
Just took an Uber.
Okay, all right.
I wasn't trying to deal with that because
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna be fucked up coming home. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with all these people.
Yeah, I've never taken the air anything. I've definitely taken that in life, but I've never taken it in adulthood over there. Just a regular old subway train. There we have an island just outside of Manhattan. It's like Queens-ish, going in towards Queens.
It's right in between Queens and Manhattan, in the
Yeah.
middle of the river.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool. It almost kind of, I always felt like I was like in an oasis in the middle of the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's like its own separate like community. It feels like.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Named after, I think it's like Paul Patrick Roosevelt or something like that. I don't know. Some
Oh my
Roosevelt
God.
guy.
We were sitting there. I had brought out my guitar to like practice with all my pedals because I have like a portable amp that I'm bringing to Burning Man and all that shit. So I brought like a bunch of equipment
Oh
to
my
just
gosh.
like test it out.
The
like,
vlog for this is going to be amazing.
oh yeah, I should have vlogged this actually. But anyway, and we were camped, not camped. We had our blankets out, like by the FDR like memorial,
Mhm.
and these fucking tourists have no respect for this man. They were literally like taking pictures sitting on his lap. I swear to God, if you guys know FDR, you know he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So like the memorial is like him in a wheelchair, like shaking someone's hand, and these like I don't know where they were from, but they literally were like sitting on his lap, like taking pictures and like shaking his hand, and I'm like, guys, that's kind of fucked up.
It
Like,
is. It is.
and they were like there for a while too. And we were trying so hard not to like laugh because we're like, what is wrong with these people?
They couldn't have done that to Teddy.
No, Teddy would have shot you.
Teddy would not have it. But they did it to Franklin because Franklin started all those programs. So they felt like, oh, you know.
He's fine with it.
He'll let us sit on his broken legs.
Somebody was like, oh, you know, they're just like just using him and like taking advantage of him because he's in the wheelchair. I'm like, well, that's what it was like when he was alive too. You know what I mean? I mean, some things never change, you know. But that shit was crazy.
That sounds crazy. Any presidents you thought would be good singers? I feel like Teddy Roosevelt would have been a good singer.
Teddy Roosevelt would have been good at anything.
I'd write anything. What a great president.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Definitely my favorite.
I don't know what. That's a good question. What? I don't even want to say presidents. Let's just say American politicians,
Okay.
because now we can be like senators or whatever.
Yeah, we can say
Could
anybody.
be good singers. I think. I don't know. That's actually a really interesting question. I never
Yeah.
thought about that.
All right. I think Lincoln would have sounded like Johnny Cash just because of the way he dressed, because of the size of his ears. I don't know why. And I don't
You know who would have had a really interesting singing voice as like a country singer?
who.
Nixon.
Nixon. Yeah, he would have.
I roll down to the. I can't do a
Yeah.
big Nixon accent, but you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that would have actually been really funny to hear Nixon do a country song.
Yeah. I feel like W. He would have done a high pitched one, right? He would have done a knee slapping one.
All right, all y'all ready to dance or what?
Yeah. Yeah. And then he would have shocked us like crazy. He would probably pulled out a guitar, probably shredded that shit.
or a gun.
He would have, yeah, he'd have been like the cowboys in what's that western, Tombstone, he'd be performing at the stage, and they really liked the show, so they started shooting up the roof.
And then he would convince everybody to invade a country that had nothing to do with anything. Let's invade Uzbekistan. Yeah, fuck them, America.
You think Obama would have been definitely a good R&B crooner, right? He would have been talking.
Oh, I could have seen that.
Hey, baby.
Hey, babe, you know,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of women in my days, but nobody like you.
That would have been a good one. Biden.
I feel like Biden, I don't even want to get into Biden.
He'd have been a rapper.
I feel like Bush Sr.
Mhm.
would have been a good instrumentalist. Like, he would have been a keyboard player or
Yeah.
a guitar player.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Either a good instrumentalist, or you play an instrumental and you just do like little sound bites of something he says or something like that. But
No,
not
sound bites would be better for his son. Because he had the best sound bites. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again.
Get Fooled Again is a good name for a song.
Yeah, I hope no one's taken that. The funniest one, though, when he was like, we will get these terrorists, these killers. We will bring them to justice. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to bring these killers to justice. Now watch this drive.
He's so good. So good. We're
I
gonna
think he was.
smoke him out.
Who do you think? Let's take all politics out of it. Who do you think objectively is funnier, or was funnier as president? Trump or Bush?
Definitely Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Bush was like one of us. You know, he grew up rich, but he was still one of us. The way he would talk and act, like that guy was in my
just a
class.
guy. Yeah, he was just a bro. Yeah.
But like Trump, you know, he was that kid. He came in the school year late. You know,
Yeah.
and everybody was
transferred,
dressed in t-shirts,
yeah.
and his mom sent him first day of school in a jacket.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it's like he could be cool, but he's so insecure that he feels like he has to kind of show off and say like he's got this
Yeah,
at
that's
home
true,
and
that's
that at home,
true.
and you're just like you feel sorry for him, but you hate him at the same time. Like, you know.
But sometimes he says something really funny.
Yeah, you know, he's all right, but you wish he wouldn't try so hard.
Did you see when he was he had a meeting with the Chancellor of Germany, or whatever the name of like the leader of Germany is? On D-Day,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Yeah, today's a great day. It marks you know, the liberation of you know, the Germans by us. Wasn't really a great day for you, huh?" And the guy was like, "Actually, that was the liberation of my country from Nazi tyranny." And he's just like, "Oh." But I was like, I can't believe you're fucking saying this right now. It's like, if you were to take the things that he actually says and make it like an SNL skit,
Yeah,
so funny.
it would be so funny.
But it's like, this guy is actually the president.
yeah,
He's
he is.
actually saying this shit.
He really is. People, please take it easy on us. We're a very young nation, okay? We're not even 300 years old yet. Can you imagine some of these countries that are like tens of thousands years old? Could you imagine them at their 300-year state?
Yeah, I wonder what Rome was like.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what Italy was like only
Yeah.
300 years in.
We got some of those
They
things
definitely
on
didn't have
record,
any slaves
you know?
from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, be kind to us. I mean, like, I think back of it, it's crazy. Like I always say, my great-grandfather was born 1898.
Mhm.
My mom remembers him like it was yesterday, just like how we remember our grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, like she knows everything about him. So it's like, think about that. That's not that long ago. You
Yeah.
know? So we're young, okay? We're allowed to make crazy mistakes and have stupid leaders or silly leaders, okay? We're figuring it out.
Give us some time, okay?
Give
We're
us a
really just
1,000.
angsty right now. We're just really mad at our parents because they're trying to like keep us down. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like in a few years, like we'll move out and we'll appreciate them.
yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
I don't really know who our parents are in this scenario. The parents of America, the British?
Definitely the British.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started.
It's definitely our family.
Just kidding. Shout out to all the Brits.
Hmm.
I need to go there. I still haven't been there. I would like to go to London and see what it's about.
London's calling. No, I definitely would want to go. I'd want to go see Big Ben. I would definitely want to take advantage of there, but I would love to go to London if I could go to another country where I can go to the beach because I don't like to go on vacation unless I'm going to a beach. So,
I mean, they have beaches in England, I think, but not in London. They have
yeah.
a river.
Yeah. Does somebody live by the river?
No.
Oh.
Nobody lives by the
I
river.
thought I heard of
They all just
somebody
watch it from afar.
living by the river. Anyway.
In a van down by the river?
Maybe. Yeah, I've definitely seen some beaches when I used to watch Teen Mom, the British version. Don't judge me.
I didn't even know they had a British version.
I can't believe they did. And that's because I got so sick of regular Teen Mom. I was like, let me check out British
I'm
Teen
sick of
Mom.
these teen moms and their damn babies and their damn problems. What are these British teen moms like?
So the girls went on holiday. That's what they
Yes,
call
of
yeah,
course.
over. And their beaches kind of look like our lake beaches. You know how the sand by the
Gross.
lake kind of yeah. So it kind of looks like that. Yeah. So maybe they were by the river and not by the sea. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely want to go to London and check it out. I feel like the weather is kind of similar to here in New York, so why not?
I think it's worse there. I think it's more rainy.
I have heard that we have more rain than they do for some reason.
Really?
Yes, I saw people arguing on the internet, and so I was like, actually, you guys have more.
Any Londoners?
Rainfall.
Any Londoners in the house? Let us know. What is the weather like right now? Please comment below the exact temperature in Fahrenheit.
Right.
I'll give you some time to do the conversion.
So it may look bleak and rainy one day there, and it may spit some rain and not, and then but we'll probably have a day where it's just like a downpour.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then tomorrow we'll have a real sunny day, and they won't. They'll just have the next day it's spitting rain again, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I feel like the biggest thing I would want to do if I went to London would be to go to Abbey Road Studios.
yeah, I definitely would want to check out all the music stuff. I want to know where all the greats hung out and where they were, like everybody, Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
Zeppelin, Beatles, anybody. I mean, anybody that wasn't even huge. Hell, I want to know where Robin Trower was from. Like, I just want to know, like, where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know if he was actually from London.
I don't know either.
It's all London over there, right?
Yeah, just like New York City. It's that's all of New
That's
York.
all America. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I would definitely check London out. So historic. And then I've seen, I don't know, I used to watch like historical videos, you know, back when you just sat and watched cable instead of watch the internet. You would
Yeah.
just flip through channels. So maybe something historic came on. And I remember watching something about London, England, and it was an old farmhouse. And this girl said her family was in that house for 300 years. And I was like, what? That's insane.
yeah.
Hmm.
Until the Germans bombed it. Isn't it crazy that all these British musicians that we like from like the 60s and the 70s, they literally grew up in like a destroyed city.
Yeah, Pete Townsend was saying that. He was like, he would wake up and walk to school and there would be like shell casings,
Yeah.
like half of a bomb just like in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like a little boy. Like, let me climb over this. Make sure it's not a live mine.
He was like Christian Bale in Empire of the Sun.
Yeah, basically. Well, that's why those guys are so tough and mean.
And have great teeth. Sorry. Let's not get into stereotypes.
Stop it now.
Oh man. Okay, so I think let's wrap up this episode. We got a lot to do, guys. We got a big show coming up August 7th. We got to practice. We got to make some reactions. We got to make a set list. We have our first podcast coming up with people that we don't know, with some guests that hit us up actually to talk to us. So that's actually really exciting. So that should be out a couple podcasts from now. I'm not sure exactly what the order would be, but it's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. It's going to be fun. We'll get to meet them. We'll get to know about them. And hopefully we'll ask them some good questions.
Yeah, hopefully. We're still working on the live album that we recorded a few months ago. Should have that out soon. But until then, we're just going to keep on keeping on. And we suggest you do too. All right, so we're Sad After Dark. Thanks for being here, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.